Hey guys!
Well, good morning. Welcome back to Durgee News. I'm Ian.
And I'm Nia. On Thursday, October 30th, students from Durgee Junior High School attend the First Amendment First Vote Regional Seminar. The First Amendment First Vote is a civil opportunity for the high school teens who want to engage in the democratic process and imagine themselves in elected office or working in government-related jobs. Ms. Hempson, the advisor, reports that our students shine and confidently share their visions, beliefs, and ideas for creating positive change in the world.
Ninth graders, it's time to do your civic duty and vote for class officers. There are brief candidate videos to watch so you can make an informed choice and pick the people you think will do the best job. You'll find a Google form posted in the class of 2029 Google Classroom. If you need the code to join, ask your P-Time teacher.
If you haven't bought a yearbook yet, there's still time. You can purchase one by visiting johnston.com and searching for Durgee. They're currently $40 each, but the price will go up.
The Baldwinsville Christmas Bureau is accepting donations for new items. They are looking for toys, socks, hats, molds, books, games, dolls, and stuffed animals. New donations can be dropped off at the Christmas Bureau through December 5th.
Need to stock up on your rebuild sweatshirts, pants, and hats? Student Council is hosting a Spirit Wear sale. The proceeds will benefit the Baldwinsville Christmas Bureau. You can place an order through November 23rd.
Last weekend, students in grades 6 through 9 performed in Baldwinsville production of The Wizard of Oz. The show received rave reviews and the cast and crew did an outstanding job. Great work, everybody.
Paige's Pajama-rama is scheduled for next Friday. The Pajama-rama is an official fundraiser that benefits Paige's Cancer Fund, a Baldwinsville charity dedicated to help pediatric cancer patients at Gallisville Children's Hospital. The charity has raised over $5 million to benefit cancer research and patients' programs. To help support the fight, you can wear your pajamas to school and bring a monetary donation that will be collected next Friday during meet time.
If you were at Durgee last year, you might remember the time students got to pie teachers in the face. Although it was funny, the real purpose of the event was to raise money for new benches. The benches were part of a Girl Scout Silver Award project and were recently installed outside of school. Here's more of the ribbon cutting ceremony.
Welcome everybody to our ribbon cutting ceremony. Earning a silver award in Girl Scouts is a really big commitment and thing that Girl Scouts do. We all sat down together and we had to think of something we can do to help out our community. And as someone who has a mom who works here, I'm always found outside sitting on the grass, and I realized that a lot of people and a lot of kids and our community, we don't have a place to sit outside of our school. So we thought it would be a great opportunity to put benches outside of our school. Yay!
By now, you've probably noticed the two new benches outside the main entrance and the additional bench outside door 3. Hopefully they'll make your time a little more comfortable while you're waiting for a ride.
We're 10 weeks into the school year, so it's time to check in on our student IDs. Our reporters caught up with staff and students to look at both the benefits and challenges of this new initiative.
Durgee News knows that the new IDs in Baldwinsville schools are controversial. Today, we've decided to get the inside scoop on this matter, starting at the top.
We decided to implement the school ID program for students across the district to enhance safety and security. So just like we have staff members wearing ID badges so students know who is an employee of the district, the same safety measure was put into place this year for all students in grades PK to 12. I'd say that I hope parents and our staff consider it to be a positive change. Students, I understand it's an inconvenience, but I also hope that many students feel that it's a great added safety feature.
How do you feel about the student IDs?
I like them. Makes me feel important.
They're kind of like annoying.
I don't really mind it. It's calm, I guess.
They're okay. I feel like they're kind of annoying, but like they can be useful because you never know who's gonna like come to the school.
I think Baldwinsville Central School District decided to start wearing IDs for safety, to make sure that we are aware of who's in the building and that they're the right people that are supposed to be in the building.
How does wearing an ID affect you?
It affects you because if you're in the school without one, they'll think that you don't go here.
Very poorly, because my bus driver will yell at me if I forget to take it out of my backpack in the morning.
I don't really know because I never really got mine on me.
I mean, if like I guess you just kind of have to wear them all the time, every day. So
I think that IDs aren't a bad idea. I love having them when the students check out their books. It makes things a lot easier in here. So the ID making process is pretty simple. I have a spreadsheet that tells me the kids who need IDs. Sometimes students will stop in and say, hey, I lost my ID. We print them on a new one.
why do people's faces get stretched out when you print on new IDs for lost ones? Is it a punishment?
It is definitely not a punishment, and I have no control over it. It's our printer that we have. I don't think it's super state of the art, and that's why they end up stretched out. Some of them do, some of them don't. It's weird. You forget your ID the first time, that's good, it's fine, it happens. If you come to us a second, third, fourth, 15th time, you'll have to get a new ID printed out for you. A bill will be sent home through Parent Square.
Ticket sales begin next week for Durgee's semi-formal winter dance. The dance is on Friday, December 5th from 7 to 9 p.m. in the Baker Cafeteria. Tickets are $10 and can be purchased during lunches in the cafeteria.
In class, Christina Caro looks like a typical Durgee student, chatting with friends and tackling geometry. But outside of school, you're most likely to see her wearing a crown, helping younger kids deal with bullying. Here's more.
Earlier this month, Eldon hosted one of their own. Christina DeCaro returned to her former elementary school with a crown to share insight with students about bullying.
I won Miss Junior High School USA 2025, which I recently competed representing New York this summer in July. The competition was definitely really hard, a lot of practicing and coaching, but I was able to pull it together, and I think my interview definitely got me the win. I work throughout my community to be able to promote positivity and kindness, but I also work through my platform, which is Speak Up, Speak Out, and Make a Difference, to be able to teach kids how they can speak up and speak out. So these are some things we can look for about what is a bully or what is bullying. They're doing it on purpose, they're only being mean to you, they're continuing to be mean to you, and they're targeting you. They're only hurting your feelings. A lot of people just think being a pageant contestant or beauty queen is just looking pretty, walking around in a dress, but it's a lot of work. A lot of practicing and dedication, definitely. It takes me a year of just a bunch of coaching, walking, interviews, bunch of community service just to get to where I am right now. So this title definitely promotes scholarships through my education. My education in school is so important to me, and this title is helping scholar me throughout my school, which is really amazing compared to the other titles I've won, which have also been great, but this one definitely is overall the best.
If a friend cuts their finger, you probably know how to help them put on a Band-Aid. But if your friend is dealing with a mental health issue, do you know how to assist if someone is struggling with depression or anxiety? Students in Mrs. Slemmer's health classes can confidently say yes now that they've been trained in teen mental health first aid. Here's more.
9th grade students in health classes taught by Mrs. Slemmer are training to be a mental health first aid responder.
You would provide first aid for physical injuries. Kids are taught 5 action steps, such as confiding in a trusted adult, looking out for signs and symptoms, and then just practicing going through those in different scenarios.
My biggest intake was definitely how to approach different crisis situations in teens, and it really just made it a lot more easier to understand and see with the different mental health disorders.
We believe that mental health is the utmost priority for our students, and that 1 in 5 students have stated that they've struggled with a mental health challenge, whether it's anxiety or depression in their lifetime.
Suicide, self-harm, panic attacks, many people, especially teens, go through all this stuff, and I think it's really good that we spread awareness about it.
I thought it went really, really well. I thought the kids took a lot away from it in terms of skills, learning how to help a friend in crisis, or even getting help for themselves if they're struggling as well.
Part of this program is to build trust with your students in a relationship so that they can come to you as a trusted adult. The whole goal of the program when students are being trained is to determine who are 5 trusted adults in their life, inside and outside of school, that they could go to if they or a friend are experiencing a crisis or mental health challenge. So it's important for students to come to us trainers as trusted adults, so if they have a concern for themselves or their friends, they can get the help that they need.
I noticed, when we're covering heavier topics, so I noticed that some kids really were impacted in terms of we're talking about suicide prevention, which can impact some people. Also, just kids being more confident in stepping up and helping a friend. So hopefully they took a lot away from it and will use those skills currently or in the future.
While we're on the subject of mental health, another resource for students is a pamphlet series sent monthly via email. Amelia is going to give us a scoop.
Hi guys, I'm Amelia and I just graduated from Durgee. I'm here to introduce you to my Gold Award for Girl Scouts, which is to improve mental health at Durgee. You will be seeing one of these on every other Monday this year. Now I know some of you are probably thinking that you're perfectly fine, so you're not going to look at them. But think about it, when you're perfectly fine physically, you still drink water, eat food, stay active, sleep, and so many other things you don't even think about to stay physically healthy. But when you recognize that you're getting sick, what do? You go to the doctor so that they can help you feel better. Your mental health is the same way. There are so many things you can do to keep your brain healthy, and it's different for everyone. For you, maybe it's painting, reading, coloring, journaling, cooking, working out, playing a sport, walking, climbing a tree, listening to music, or just taking a break. There are so many things you can do to keep your mind healthy, but just like physical health, sometimes you might need a little extra help from a doctor. These pamphlets can help you find fun things to do and how to know when you need a little extra help. Sometimes you might be stressed for a test, audition, or tryout, and this is when strategies from my pamphlets will come in handy, even though these things are perfectly normal. Now that you've heard me out, maybe you can take a look at the pamphlets when they're sent out. Here are some of the categories you may see. Oh, and last thing, I swear. You have a Google form to fill out every quarter. These are just so I can see if my pamphlets are helping you. These are 100% anonymous. All I'm looking for is if my pamphlets need to be improved. Thank you, see you in a year.
Durgee Trials is back. Our team has the details on this year's contest.
We are starting season 2 of Durgee Trials for some of you that remember it from last year. Now, here's to join. So you wait for a Google form in your email that will be coming most likely around this episode. You will fill out your name and interest in which game that you would like. And then you might not get the game that you chose on the form, because we just have to put people in whichever spot is open. Now, you will wait up for a follow-up email if you get it. Now, this is in order to prove yourself to be the best Durgee. And then if you don't show up, you're immediately disqualified and out.
Thanks for tuning in, and have a fantastic Friday.